Y'all ready to get shredded with the shredder?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Of course, you know the drill, but of course, first things first, to honor and everything, because he was the first. James Avery, aka Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, was the first official voice of Shredder. Yeah. So when I found this out as a kid, where Uncle Phil was a Shredder, I was really outstanded by it. But for the first voice, he did really good, just playing out as your typical villain. But while watching episodes in the past, he did really prove himself to be like yes, one of the good Shredders out there. And his moments of crying, those are like funny moments here and there. But yes, James Avery did everything he can just to prove like yes to be a good voice for Shredder, and I liked it.
Yeah, I agree.
hmm And
Me
you,
too.
Christian? Oh, okay, you said.
Well,
Okay.
of course, yeah, I barely watched Eddie's Turtles, but I heard some clips, and his voice is really good. And if you watch Fresh Prince and whatever, um, uh, the uncle is like yelling and stuff, you can hear a little bit of Shredder in his voice.
hmm And what do you call it? And you fresh?
Oh yeah, this is one of those instances that kind of like hit me different. Like how I thought like the character's actual voice was from the act. I mean like the actor's actual voice was for the character, but it's just when you listen to their normal voice and how they be able to like pull it off. Like the same thing happened to me with Vincent Martella for Phineas. Like I thought Phineas was just his natural speaking voice, but he was able to pull that off. The same thing happened with James Avery, and well, he it really did impress me.
hmm Yep. Yeah. But recipes to him, like yes, he other than playing Shredder and Uncle Phil, he did other projects, but yes, those were his two main ones. And of course, he did make the cut.
Yep.
All right, Christian, go ahead.
Okay, let's see. How about one of his like David McCarran?
From the '90s, correct? Yeah, from the '90s live action movie. Got you. All right, and go ahead.
Okay, so I barely watched the first and second live action movie, but I've seen some clips or like maybe seen some scenes. But yeah, this Shredder is very menacing and ruthless. Like, of course, his design in the movie is very 80s esque. Of course, like akin to what do you call it, the cartoon itself, but it's a bad design. Yeah, you can still like be afraid of it if you like see a different angle. But yeah, this guy actually did pretty good doing Shredder in this movie.
I will have to agree, yes. But it was cool to find out that he actually only did the voice, not the guy in the suit. He was only providing the voice, like similar to like the Turtles, where there were suit actors or anything like that. Um, when I was hearing the voice again from yesterday, for me, it sounds like he was doing his own version of Darth Vader.
It does.
Yeah,
Yep.
Darth Shredder movie.
yeah. But that's what made it so good. But yeah, and you fresh?
I mean, like that's all. Since now that you say that he only did the voice and stuff, that's good enough for me. It sounds intimidating enough.
Got you. And Mastermind, did you ever seen them '90s movies?
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
What do you think of Shredder?
It's good.
All right, got you. And Christian, where would you put him?
Hey,
I didn't-
Yeah, that's the guy. Okay, Mastermind, go ahead.
2012 Shredder.
Yeah,
yeah.
let's do it. Okay, Mastermind, go with your opinion first.
So I'm gonna be honest, like ever since I watched the 2012 TMNT, this Shredder looked pretty awesome, and he had a pretty menacing voice, and I loved it.
So did I.
Yep. And what would y'all say about the Shredder?
I will let fanboy over there go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Christian.
Okay, so this is by far the best work that Kevin has done. Like, the one of the other times that Shredder is voiced by an African American voice actor, and yeah, Kevin nailed it out of the park. I mean, his voice is like unlike any other Shredder. Of course, it's not his deep or breath, but this one's more of the deep side, and he is by far the most menacing Shredder ever. Like his design, his voice, his personality, and we get more into episodes. You get more with when he gets mutated to Super Shredder. He, you should not mess with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And let's see here. And you first.
Well, even though that Kevin is well known for being typecast as playing villain characters, this is one of the like more passable ones. It's one of the greatest ones for me. Like, and like, well, everything about him is just 100% pure awesomeness. It's when it comes to like his fighting style, his character overall, his design, the origin about how in this version that he and Splinter like you just grew up as brothers this time and started out that kind of way. It just kind of hits much more differently and tragically. And let me see what article stuff. And it's just too great for words. Like when he does mutate into Super Shredder, like the voice is even more 10 times dangerous. And and give it to his credits, it was a great homage or tribute. Yeah, tribute. It's a great tribute for him to carry on James Avery's version of Shredder in that other in that other crossover with the 80s Turtles.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Yep. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
At first,
Yeah, go ahead.
At first, I didn't realize that was Kim Corrigan playing Eddie Shredder. I thought that was someone else, but he surprisingly matched Avery's version of Shredder. You could hardly tell that was Kevin.
Mm-hmm. Dedication. That's what it is. Uh, yeah. Basically agree with everyone's opinions. Like, yes, Kevin's was like the most badass of all of them because it reminds me of his like characters like Trigon, Gantu, Tombstone, just any villain character. He always matches it up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And of course, yeah, Mastermind, do the honors.
He made the cut.
All right, Fresh, go ahead.
Jim Cummings. Yeah. Like he did took over like James Avery's version of Shredder in some episodes here and there, and surprisingly, he did like fit there. Like it was on par, and it was one of the more like better Shredder voices because like featured in some commercials, he was kind of a bit much more hammy and scratchier, and it just kind of didn't like match well like with Avery or Cummings.
I agree 100% because as I was watching back from the voices yesterday and this previous episode with Jim Cummings Shredder, yes, it's very on par with James Avery in a whole because his performance reminds me of like Negaduck in a way.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And Christian, do you have any opinion?
I never really heard it, but I would imagine that he's using voices similar to like if he was P, Thanos, and other voices with that kind of range.
Mm-hmm. And Messman, do you have an opinion or no?
I would say the same.
Okay. All right then. Fresh, yeah, where would you put him?
Hey.
Okay. Next up, the Shredder from the 2003 version of TMNT, Scotty Ray. Now, this, before Kevin Markinson was the Shredder, this was the Shredder, the most deadliest, creepiest, but badass of all time. Like, because in this version, he's not human, he's actually an Ooptron. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
from my side, I kind of got a little bit disappointed about hearing that, but
just to point out for anybody who's watching right now, an Ooptron is like the good version of a Krang, while the Krangs are evil. But this Ooptron turned out different because learn the backstory of how he became the Shredder. basically took one of like the suits of the Umtron they were using and make it to his own as the Shredder. But no, whenever he encounters the turrets and everything, even without foot soldiers, it was a great battle. Even the voice sounds so badass.
Arrow block.
Yes. But uh, that's just based on my opinion. And you, Christian?
Yeah, like I said, his voice is very robotic, and of course, it's really, really shocking that it's an Ultron the whole time. Not a lot of people knew that, but of course, I saw a clip that Turtles went back in time to find out the origins and stuff, and it's crazy the fact that Ultron was the Shred the whole time. I mean, it's a neat concept, but I feel like it's more fitable that Shredder is a human rather than an alien in disguise.
Yeah. And Messman, your opinion?
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Okay. And Fresh, I know you gave a little bit, but do you want to add more or no?
I mean, you basically like summed up everything about what I had to learn. Like I see some scenes here and there, but like everything about him, like the design and the voice and the fighting style, of course.
I see. I see. All right then. For Scotty Ray, he made the cut. Next up, you, Christian.
Hoon Lee, who voiced him in Rise of the Tmnt.
Now, this to help you out. This was really surprising because upgrading from Splinter to Shredder, it's basically Splinter, but if he went all like mad and everything like this with the voice.
And it's crazy to find out that the once why Splinter became evil in a way.
I mean, I do have to give credit to Rob Paulson because he was the voice director, so he probably got the casting to do that.
Well, yeah. And I never seen it in its full design, but looking at it and behind the voice actors, I do kind of like the design with the fangs and open mouth. That shit looks cool.
Mm-hmm. And Fresh, you have an opinion or no?
No, I mean, not really.
All right, and you, Mastermind?
I got nothing.
All right. Okay, so Christian, after hearing my opinion and yours, where would you put Hoon Lee?
I'll put him to be.
All right, Mastermind, go ahead.
Batman versus TMNT.
Ooh, good one. Yeah, Andrew Kashuni. So speak your opinion first, of course.
Okay, so if I'm be honest, like the way he voiced Shredder, it was pretty cool and stuff. Like I love, and if I'm be honest, when I watched this movie, it was pretty awesome to see how Shredder and Ra's al Ghul teamed up to fight Batman and TMNT. That was pretty clever what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would say he voiced a really good Shredder. And what about you guys?
Of course. First up, you, Fresh.
Yeah, I did like how like it had some little. Excuse back for a second. Well, yes, his first, like Shredder's first battle with Batman, it's everything that the fans wanted. It had great choreography and like everything awesome to it. Including when he did the Satoshi strike for the first time, and he's just as brutal as Kevin Shredder because, well, yeah, some interested about spilling some blood and killing people off and all that junk, and see, I do like how the reveal at the end, like. Like without his mask, he has these freaking scars, which is
Yep.
and I will just everything about him is he's Andrew Kashuri was a great Shredder when it came to just the intensity, the brutality, everything you ever want from Shredder.
I agree. What do you call it? With Andrew Kashuni, it was really surprising because he previously worked in TMNT 2012 where he voices two of the Purple Dragons. But this was definitely a good upgrade for him because the voice, especially, was very, very similar to Scotty Ray's version of Shredder.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, that's good to hear.
Mm-hmm. And your opinion, Christian?
Yeah, man, it's a really change up, but I really love Andrew Shredder, and yeah, it really makes him sound really ancient and menacing, and yeah, I really dig this Shredder. My introduction to, of course, Andrew Christian as a whole, and yeah, one of my favorite Shredders.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mastermind, where'd you put Andrew?
He made the cut.
All right, then. You first.
Uh, yeah, like Michael Bay's version, the first one. Yeah. So yes, another one of the rarely passable good qualities of Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles would be the Shredder himself. Like when we first see him, it's a little bit cool to see him breaking hands with his chin, and the Shredder armor is really cool looking. And of course, like anytime his fight scenes, including that one with Raphael, that was brutal. So yeah, he was perfect, and the voice, of course, it just just very eerie sound.
Uh, I agree. Oh, sorry. I I agree 100% with Tohoro's like version of Shredder from the first film. It looked really badass, especially his suit. Uh, but yeah, this is my opinion. And you, Christian?
It's a hit or miss. I mean, I do like the voice, but design is too much blades. I mean, you could like take away a few of them, it'll be fine, but just like, oh, make him shredder, make him a lot more shreddier. I mean, just loosen up the blades. I mean, you could put someone's eye out for goodness sake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I had a problem with that too, but then there's well, just overall, I just opinions be opinions.
Yes. And Mastermind for the first Tmnt movie from 2014, Shredder. What do you think?
It was good.
All right then. So first, where would you put Tohoro's version?
So give him a B.
No. All right. For me, I'm just gonna get it off the way. Uh, David Willis, who you may know as SPO the Chameleon from Sonic X or like the games. Yeah, he played Shredder, like the Mirage Shredder, the black and white Shredder from the Turtles for like Forever crossover. Uh, of course, it's supposed to be like a joke character, but yeah, he could have done better with that joke character. It's not really all that good. He's most suited for like SPO, but for our first one, into the shred he goes.
Hmm.
All right, Christian, go ahead.
Nolan North.
Give a hit.
I have never like seen gameplay of Mutants in Manhattan, nor have I heard his voice, but looking at design, it's actually very unique, very ancient Japanese folklore, and yeah, it actually looks really dope. So, how would you describe his voice, Blitz, if you heard it?
I've heard it a little bit, yeah, a little bit in part with a little bit of Scotty Ray's and sooner enough with Andrew Christiani's. What was so impressive is that not only he played Shredder throughout the game, was also Leonardo and Splinter.
And that is great voice range.
Mm-hmm. And you fresh?
Same as you.
Got you, got you. And Mastermind, you're just gonna say same as you as well.
Yeah, same with me.
Okay. Christian, what would you put Nolan?
A.
And okay, go ahead, Mastermind.
Shredder from the 2014 movie.
We already did him, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's all for me.
But technically, he did have a different actor in the 2016 one, so you got them there.
Out of the shadows, like you just had to specify them.
Yes, sorry. So what do you call it? And Out of the Shadows, the 2016 Tmnt movie, they changed the actors for both Shredder and Karai.
Huh.
Yeah. But with his version, I guess it was a little bit in part with the first actor, but it was only a little bit that I saw from him. And anybody else like you, Fresh?
Okay, he's a good Shredder, but he was just done dirty though, because like he didn't have enough time to just like show his full presence. Like not getting involved in any fights. Like all he did was just like portray Baxter Stockman, and then he himself got betrayed by Krang and got stored away in his like his Smash Bros. Item.
Yeah. Yep. But otherwise, and you, Christian, if you have an opinion.
No, and you're right. He was done dirty. But yeah, I would have picked first Michael Bay over him.
Uh, anyways, speaking for everyone, yeah, into the shredder. All right, Fresh, go ahead.
Matthew Yang King.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe it was Mutants in Manhattan.
Yes.
Okay. Because I believe like in this game he also played Splinter as well, which is freaking like that's phenomenal. But the voice for Shredder, it's kind of close sounding to the 2014's the 2014 movie one, and it's one of the few rare occasions where he's played by like an actor of Asian descent, which is kind of fitting.
Hold on. I'm checking back. Hold on. Yeah, I'm checking back with Matthews. He played Shredder in Tmnt Out of the Shadows, the 2013 game, and the one where he plays Splinter together with Shredder. It's like okay, he played Splinter along with Shredder with those TMT shorts. You know, the one with the new animations at the time.
My fault. I mean, like I tried to like remember back good enough, but thanks for helping out.
No, it's okay. And yeah, the one where he plays Shredder and Splinter, the animation is the one similar to the Invader Zim animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But towards your opinion, it still counts. I did hear his version too. It sounds really badass. And yes, this ranging from Switcher or Shredder. I agree 100%. And for Christian, do you have an opinion or no?
I wish I heard his voice, but it was very cool that the first ever Asian descent played Shredder. He really nailed it if I ever heard his voice, but the design is not bad, actually.
Okay. And Massman, you disagree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Fresh, where would you put Matthew?
A.
Get you. Let's see here. Dorian Harwood. So this guy's surprising because what do you call it? I first got introduced to this actor through Space Jam, where he voiced that the monster version of that purple, like little shrimp guy.
Yeah, it's a nerd look.
hmm But towards this, his range is surprising because whenever James Avery was unavailable, he would take over his characters like Shredder, War Machine, Whiplash, and he matches the range.
Huh.
Cool. Good to know.
That's all I have to say. But yeah, I would put him in A. All right, Christian, go ahead.
Another voice for Eddie Shredder would be Townsend Coleman.
Yes, he was known for playing the OG Michelangelo, but again, when actors were unavailable, they had to take over. Oh, BRB for a second.
All right, gotcha.
All right, I'm back. So as I was explaining, so yes, him playing the OG Michelangelo, but again, when actors were not available at the time, he was one of the few to take on the roles. Like, yes, other than playing Shredder when he had to take over, he also took on Krang at one time. But his version is very similar to Jim Cummings when he took over as Shredder.
Hmm.
Yep. But yeah, after hearing my opinion, Christian, where would you put him?
All respectful A.
Okay. And let's see what the last two ones. Fresh.
Haven't heard from them.
Okay, I'll help you out with these two. So Doug Parker, yes, a Canadian voice actor. He provided the Canadian version of Shredder from what was it? Next Mutation. Yes, I don't like it. It sounds not derpy, but sounds like kind of like this a little bit. The Shredder voice. That's how it sounds, really. If you want to hear it,
I agree.
sounds a little bit derpy in a way.
Because
Yeah.
I also
Okay, sorry.
I saw him once in there, and yeah, he sounds terrible. It's been a while since I've seen him, and yeah, I would have to agree with you, Blitz. So you're not hurting my feelings.
Oh no. It's all good. It's all good. Like yeah. But yeah, to speak for everyone, Into the Shredder. William Fletcher. Well, yeah, I first got introduced to this guy through Mom, but he played the main villain from the first Michael Bay TMNT. But he got to play him in the video game version where he plays Shredder. He did really decent, yes. But going from Shredder, Suresh, what was your opinion when he played the villain from the first one?
I mean, could have done better instead of having like a stupid reason to like have money, like I'll be rich, like stupid rich, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he is a good actor, but it depends on like who you're getting cast by. But yeah, overall, I'll just put him in C.
Fair enough.
Yep. And that was the Shredder ranking, everyone, and I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye bye.